Thank you for checking out the channel. This is our first upload, and if you've come across this video right now, it is because you are going through something significant right now. You are not meant to suffer. You are not meant to be struggling in the way that you are struggling, but for whatever reason, you are. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little reading about what it is that's holding you back and what it is that can help you move forward. Go ahead and take a look at the piles and the different crystals we have. Go ahead and see which one resonates with you. We have this one where it's, different colors. It's got some pink, some blue. This one, it's really pretty. And then of course we have the red one. Go ahead and choose a number between 1 and 3. And when you choose, we can go ahead and start the reading. This is going to be the reading for pile 1. We're going to go ahead and get into the bottom of it. And the tarot cards first. This is going to be a general reading, and this is going to be just kind of what are the obstacles that you're facing, why are things feeling so difficult right now, and what can be changed or what might be blocking you. Okay. So the first thing we're getting here with this card is that there is a lot of conflict. There is a lot of struggle. There is definitely a lot of back and forward, possibly a group of people, family members, friends, or even coworkers that are really kind of working against you and being kind of negative against you or gossiping about you. This card just shows that somebody is kind of doing it all on their own, that you're fighting against a lot of different people or even obstacles. These could be things, this could be even maybe yourself. These could be mental barriers or mental blockages. But this one just kind of shows a lot of fighting, a lot of issues, or kind of just like struggling to have to do everything on your own. The King of Cups in reverse, this kind of shows me that you are not very in touch with your emotions. This is reading to me as if you have a lot of bottled up emotions. You have a lot of things that you have on your mind. You are not really letting people into your emotional world. There's a lot of stuff that is weighing sort of heavily on you, but you're not allowing anyone in to kind of help with those heavy emotions that you might be feeling. Reaching out to a friend, reaching out to loved ones, but also just if you are upset with somebody and you're having an emotional issue with somebody or something that's really upsetting you, this is definitely a sign to confront that person, talk about those feelings, because I feel like whatever it is that you're fighting against, holding in these emotions can be definitely what's holding you back from being able to move beyond this barrier that you're facing. This card shows, charity, giving of yourself financially and collaborating with people financially. This to me can show that you are sort of giving too much of yourself away, not reserving enough of yourself and putting that towards your own goals. This kind of shows that, you might be meeting up with new people or people who you work with. This looks like 2 people, and it seems as if, this is you, representative of you, and you're sort of doing your own thing, trying to work on your own life, trying to do, get your own goals accomplished. And these people are kind of coming in and needing help or needing some type of, they're needing something from you, and it's taking your attention away from the stuff that's actually important and actually in front of you. And I feel like this is something that's been happening to you for a while. So let's see, what other cards do we have? We have the Fox card. Opportunities. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunity to come your way. So, if you look more closely at this card, it is a card about opportunities. It's a card about being quick when things come your way. I feel like, again, this is something that's kind of telling you to focus on stuff more and to not just keep doing the same old stuff, not to keep being repetitive, and to try to be a little more flexible as well, because I feel like maybe you're putting all of your eggs in one basket or something like that. You're kind of only looking in one direction as far as what can resolve these issues that you're facing. And this little fox, you know, he looks like he's out. He looks like he's looking for new things. He looks like he's kind of a little bit sly. His little facial expressions, he looks like he's ready for whatever can come his way. So now we have these other two cards. Both of these have a very similar energy. They're both in some way wounded. This one is wounded in the heart, which is very significant to me. So it seems like maybe you've gone through something that really hurt you emotionally, and that led you to be very cold, and it led you to be very closed off emotionally. But it also is saying something about selling out. So that to me says that maybe you're stuck doing something that really doesn't make you very happy. And maybe you're just doing it because you feel it's safe. You feel like it's what you know. You feel like it's something that you're used to. But it's not really something that you like doing. This is about pride. So it feels like maybe this connects to this one in the sense that even though you are overwhelmed and overworked and you're allowing other people's issues to get in your way and in the way of you doing the things that you need to do, you feel that you have to kind of be the person that everyone can turn to. I think that you kind of want to seem as if you are extremely competent and you're extremely capable, and you're so capable that you can be everything for everyone else, when the fact of the matter is that's really, really detrimental to you and something that you need to sort of try to stop doing as much. And the last card that we have says identity, adult female, time frame, Neolithic revolution, lesson, overcoming loss, which can be very significant, death, drowning, location, North America, trauma, disaster, faith, magic-based, love, non-possessive. Any of these things can be confirmation. Any of these things could be significant to you. And on the other side, we have banishment, exiled, shunned, disowned, forced underground. So in this picture, we are seeing somebody who is extremely sad, extremely upset, going through a lot of emotional turmoil. There is life on the horizon, but this person won't look up. This person won't notice that. This person doesn't see all that lies before them and doesn't see all of the possibilities and opportunities. This person is so upset about something that has already happened. And it's okay to take time to grieve and to process things. But at some point, you do have to look up and notice the opportunities that are in front of you. You do have to seize the moment and seize the opportunities that you do have. So overall, this is definitely a message of grief, emotional trauma, and also inability to communicate those emotional issues. And I think the overall message is that we need to work on actually talking about those things, actually getting over those things, and actually trying to see some of the opportunities that are coming our way. Because there are opportunities. It's just very difficult to see those opportunities when we're so wrapped up in our own grief or wrapped up in other people's problems. I hope you found this reading enjoyable. I hope you found this reading positive. I hope you found this reading helpful. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay, welcome pile 2. This is your reading. This reading is going to be about whatever significant issues and obstacles you might be going through, and whatever obstacles that may be stopping you from getting to the life that you want and deserve. This is a general reading for the collective, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting is that you have a very strong ability to manifest, to get what you want. You have a lot of opportunities in front of you. You have a lot of potential. And overall, this is a very good card. This card is the world. This means having the entire world, at your fingertips. I think it's possible that this card is showing that maybe you have too many opportunities and too many options. You might be overwhelmed with how much is being presented to you. This card shows that you are, walking away from something. You had a lot of opportunities, or maybe you feel that in the past things were much better, and now you feel like all of the opportunities you had are sort of just, they're dried up. There's no more positive outcome. There's no more positive opportunity. There aren't any more. It's like as if you had a whole bunch of open roads in the past, and now it's like you feel that you don't. You feel you have no direction left, and you're kind of now just walking away from everything, and you feel that it's out of force. But from this card, I can see there's still a lot of opportunity. There's still a lot of things in front of you. You just aren't seeing them for what they are, or maybe they aren't exactly what you want them to be, and so you're not really looking at them or paying attention. This also shows a lot of water, so water signs could be very significant. This is showing, the moon, so water moon signs could be very significant. Just overall kind of like a mountainous area. So any of these could be kind of confirmations or resonating factors. The Knight of Cups in reverse. This is definitely showing to me that you've had sort of a lot of ambition and a lot of drive, and there's a lot of water energy. There's a lot of emotional energy here, but it kind of feels like maybe you presented your feelings, your emotions to somebody, or maybe you were just very upfront with your feelings and emotions and it was sort of received in the wrong way. So now you're kind of unsure when is a good time to express your emotions, or sometimes you might even feel like you're acting out of emotion and you're not able to really trust your feelings, your gut, your instinct, and your emotions. The water sign energy also talks a lot about intuition, and talks a lot about emotional power. But I feel like because there is so much water energy, you really need to be tapping in and focusing on your own intuition, because your intuition is extremely strong. But I just feel that sometimes you have trouble trusting that intuition. We're going into another card now. Badger. Endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outcome conditions or outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. It's very true. So endurance is a big one. I think it kind of really goes well with the reading and what it's trying to say in the overall message, that, you don't have to live in the past. You don't have to keep looking back on missed opportunities, because it does kind of seem like maybe you had an opportunity and you keep looking back on it and you keep having a lot of regret and you keep thinking like, I'll never get another good opportunity like that ever again. But you will. This is saying that you need to stop looking back. You need to stop looking at the past, and you have to start looking forward. You have to start looking at what the future has to offer you and allowing it to bring those things into the material plane. You're also an extremely strong manifester, and you just need to focus your energy on what it is you truly want. Here are your two other cards. Letting go. Letting go is an important one. And the card shows this woman clutching, I think, what looks to be a gravestone. And in the background, there are all these misty, mysterious, scary-looking figures. This could show that you are struggling to deal with the loss of a loved one, the loss of a lover, the loss of somebody close and significant to you. But this, to me, more so seems like you are not letting go of ghosts of the past or ghosts of things that you feel were meant to be. It just seems very significant to me, and it all kind of looks very similar. It goes together. This one is talking about temptation. So, as you can see, I think loss of a loved one is very significant here, because as you can see, this woman is kind of looking towards this ghostly figure and kind of longing for this person's embrace. So you could be dealing with loss, you could be dealing with separation from a loved one, or just being far away from somebody you truly care for. This could also mean that there is somebody who you are in a romantic relationship with and you're unable to really focus on yourself because you're putting a lot of yourself into this relationship. Or it could be that there's somebody who you want to be with and you're unsure about that person's feelings. And our last card, late Middle Ages time frame, peace, lesson, death, old age, location, India, witness or bystander, trauma, secret, faith, love, LGBT, identity, father. Any of these can be indicators. Any of these could be confirmations. And on the other side, we have peacemaker, diplomat, mediator, pacifist, other. So this shows to me that you need to make peace with something from your past, or you need to make peace with something going on within yourself. There's definitely a lot of pull and push within yourself. There's definitely something going on. There are definitely a lot of parts of yourself that you aren't able to reconcile with. And overall, the message is that you need to make peace with things. So this is very spot on for the message. Whatever it is that you feel you're coming up against, it's not as big as it seems. And I feel that you need to step away from it and kind of look at the bigger picture. So that's kind of the end of the reading. Overall, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it insightful. I hope you took something away from this, and I hope that this helps you to move past these boundaries, barriers, and obstacles that you may be facing. Have a good one. See you in the next video. Pile 3, you made it. We're here. Okay, so this is a general reading that will be talking about the issues of your life, the things that you're facing, the stuff that's stopping you from being who you're supposed to be, the stuff that's stopping you from being who you want to be. I firmly believe that nobody's life is supposed to be hard. We all go through hard things, but for the most part, life is meant to be easy. Life is meant to be fun. Life is meant to be happy. And if it isn't, there is a significant barrier or boundary that we're going through. And I want to talk about and see how we can get through that significant barrier for you. Somebody has hurt you very significantly. You put a lot of trust in a lot of different people. These could be friends, family members, coworkers, but more significantly, it looks like a romantic wound. It looks like, this card obviously talks about being hurt, being backstabbed, feeling completely, down at the bottom, as low as you can get, just completely defeated. This shows me a significant death and rebirth, but it wasn't exactly comfortable. Whatever happened here, whoever hurt you here, put you in a place where your entire world kind of got turned upside down. You didn't even know who you were as a person. You've been knocked down. You've been trampled. You've been you feel completely taken advantage of. It feels like you really trusted this person, and this person really, really messed you up. This person really hit you while you were down. It feels like maybe you were going through something at the time, and this person just completely came in and hit you while you were down. You didn't see it coming. You really felt a connection with this person. It also seems like something has been stolen from you. Something has been taken away from you. Somebody was very sneaky. Somebody was very sly. This can mean cheating. But it could also mean, possibly that somebody was... It kind of shows that maybe this person was taken away or stolen away. Which, usually it's like you don't feel that way. You feel like the person who's done it is responsible. But for whatever reason, it feels like the person who we're talking about with these two other cards has been sort of misled or stolen away or something to that extent. And again, we're seeing the transition card with the frog. This is a powerful time of change. You are being called to connect with the world and emotions and feminine energies. You may also need to engage in a process of cleansing, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic. So you can see this card has a frog on it. Transition. To me, in relation with everything here, it just really shows that you went through something very traumatic. You went through something very hurtful. It was an obvious emotional blow, a huge emotional blow. And it also feels like your trust was really shattered, your trust in people, your trust in yourself, your ability to trust. It also kind of feels like you're taking it personal to yourself, like you maybe feel like you were really stupid for trusting this person to begin with, or that you were very stupid for allowing it to get so far, or that, if I wasn't so naive, maybe I wouldn't have been taken advantage of in the way that I had been, is kind of the energy that it's giving here. I'm definitely feeling that you need to get more in touch with yourself in a spiritual sense and in the emotional sense. It's also talking about physicality, so I feel like maybe working out is going to be something that's extremely worthwhile for you. If not like working out at the gym, then at least something that gets your body moving, something to kind of shake the emotions out of you, get you in a more meditative state, and allow you to sort of focus on something besides the feelings that you're going through. Right now, this is a big stage of your life where you're going to be processing a lot. Some of the other cards that we have are family and tribe, as well as take off your mask. So this card to me is showing that you are a person who's trying very hard to seem like you're okay. You're trying very hard to seem like you are, not affected by these things. I don't feel like you're a person who wants to talk about deep emotional stuff. I don't feel like you're a person who wants to open up with others and say, I'm really hurt right now. I need to talk. Or I have something going on in my life and it's really affecting me in a negative way. But this is definitely saying that you do need to take off your mask. You do need to stop. You need to stop hiding from everybody. Stop hiding from the world. Stop trying to take care of everything on your own. This card is talking about family and tribe. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I think that this is saying for you to really lean into your family, really lean into your support system, really lean into friends, whether that's actual family or chosen family, really lean into your support system and actually allow them into your inner world. Let them know what you're going through. Talk with people. It is okay to trust again. Not everybody wants to hurt you, which I know can be hard considering all the stuff that you've gone through. But our last card talks about Age of Enlightenment, Truth and Discernment, Poison, Arctic or Antarctica, War, Sacrificial, Polyamorous or Polygamous, Identity, Mother. These are confirmations. These are things that may or may not resonate. Take what, does, leave what doesn't. And on the other side, we have poverty, lower class, dispossessed, beggar, famine. So this card shows me that you could be somebody who came from a less than rich family. Money could be something that you've been struggling with. Money could be something that you struggled with in the past. You could have come from a lower income family. Or you could just feel as if you are sort of being an emotional or spiritual beggar, in a sense, where you're begging for somebody's attention, you're begging for somebody's love, you're begging for somebody's care. It feels as if you've just been going through this emotional or love famine, where it's you just feel extremely disregarded. You feel like you don't feel abundant in the area of love. You feel like a lot of lack in that area of your life. This could mean actual financial poverty. This could mean, maybe you grew up in that, or maybe you're kind of facing that now. But for me, what I'm kind of sensing is that this is sort of poverty in the romance area. This entire reading kind of seemed like a more romantic reading. So what I'm gathering is that, you've been really hurt, you've gone through something, it's really knocked you down, and it's stopping you from moving forward. It's stopping you from getting to where you need to be. And yes, these things do hurt. Yes, these things, we go through them. But it's important to know when you've been grieving for too long And when the grieving process has been going on for such a long time that it's hindering you from getting to the next step of life, I feel that you are ready to get to that next step of life. You are going through this transitioning period. It has been going on for some time. Like I said, it's time for you to take off your mask and kind of lean into your support system, whatever that may be, whoever that may be, even if it's not a person, whatever it is. You have to figure out a way to find happiness or find support. And you're not going to be able to find support until you let people in and let people know what it is you're feeling and going through. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it enlightening. I hope it kind of gave you some clarity in a sense. And I will see you in the next one.